You never felt secure. You never felt at peace in your childhood. So you don't know how to ask for love and get love. You think it's a climbing Mount Everest to get love. And guess what? The other side of that coin is you don't know how to receive love. We talk about love. Everything's about love. Buddha nature is love because our nature is love. Every religion talks about love, and philosophy talks about love. When you talk about intimacy, you talk about love. But love is not enough. Some say love is all there is. Seem to remember a song of that title. But love is not enough. Because if your childhood was denied that sense of attachment and commitment we often call love, if it was denied this, how do you learn to accept love? If you're always reaching out, trying to get attention, attachment, that love from the environment that you were born into, you don't know everything you tried didn't work. You never felt secure. You never felt at peace in your childhood. So you don't know how to ask for love and get love. You think it's a climbing Mount Everest to get love. And guess what? The other side of that coin is you don't know how to receive love. If you've never received the kind of love that's nourishing, that helps you to feel secure, then when you get it, you don't know what it is. You don't know how to respond. It feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel natural or nourishing. You say, well, my mother loved me, my father loved me, or this or that. I was surrounded by love. Maybe so. Then why can't you express it? Why can't you develop intimacy? If that is true, why can't you accept love? It's not the events. It's not what looked good on paper, but the truth is how you felt about it. Where did you feel secure? Did you feel that you were enough for no reason whatsoever? That's our true nature, isn't it? Child doesn't have to earn love, doesn't have to learn to how to be protected, how to feel secure. This is part of the equation. Vulnerable child is loved, is secure, is comforted. But if we don't feel that in childhood, if our childhood was one that we don't feel that way, and it doesn't have to even be childhood, it could be other situations. But the seeds are usually planted in childhood. And then events that happen in life water these. This sense of abandonment, that creates this tremendous fear within us. So now all of our feelings of love have this idea of fear and the sensation of fear attached to it. So we're not comfortable with love. Love is not enough to overcome this. All the love in the world as an adult is not going to overcome that childhood sense of loss, sense of neglect, sense of wanting. Sorry, it's not enough. What is enough? What is enough is that we have this true nature within us, in our deep self, not in this self, not in this, not in the events, not in any of our ideas or concepts, but in our true nature. Look at the child born feels totally intact, doesn't have to prove anything, totally content, confident, excited. This is what love looks like. This is what self-love looks like. And self-love is a natural, inherent condition that human animals have. We don't have to earn it. We don't have to seek it. We don't have to prove ourselves. We don't have to buy gifts for people. Keep asking them, do you love me? Do you love me? We just feel love. And when two people come together who feel their own self-love, then love grows. And it happens in all kinds of relationships, friendships. When one feels a self-love, this is the love that matters. This is where love does matter. And until you have this self-love, until we feel, allow, it's not even a feeling. It's more of a state of being whole, being complete, not worried about how other people see us. We're enough as it is. This self-love is the most important thing. And then we can learn how to accept love. We don't love ourselves. How are we going to accept anyone else's love? We ask for it, and then we throw it back. It bounces off of us. How do we love people if we don't feel it in ourselves, for ourselves? This deeper love. What are we doing? We're going through some kind of emotion. We're acting with our idea of what love looks like instead of what love feels like. So how do we do this? If this is ringing true to you, how do we do this? Well, we get rid of all the layers that we've had conditioned in this mental avatar mind. We release all of this. By how? By spending more time quiet and still, separating ourselves from the avatar's control that we learned artificially in our early life. Artificially, because this is not the natural state. So we start living more consciously. Consciously of what? Conscious of our own sensations, our own self, our own fears, our own love, our own wants, our own desires, and away from these labels, away from this conditioning. And then what happens? As the law of emotion states, if things are allowed to flow, if our sensations are allowed to flow, our fear, our worry, our pain, our joy, our bliss, they flow and they go. They flow and they go. And love is in that stream of emotions. And we become comfortable with ourselves, secure in ourselves. And then, and only then, when we have this deep sense of self-love and contentment, can we accept love? Can we give love? And if we didn't learn it in childhood, it's a learning process, but it begins with connecting to ourselves. And it works every single time. To find this love within us, a love so deep and so profound that it has no name. There is no name for it. It's a sensation of pure being and bliss and presence. And even those labels don't do it justice. So love is not enough until we have our self-love within us. This is what we do. We practice. We move our consciousness using the water for biofeedback, moving our consciousness from here to here, allowing everything to flow, our life channels to open. And in there, we'll find the love denied, the self-love. That's our inheritance. That is our true nature.